So my name is Rick Johnston. I work at WHO, where I manage the WHO side of the Joint Monitoring Program for Water Supply and Sanitation. We've been tracking global progress towards WASH targets since 1990 and are just getting ready to publish our first SDG baseline report in July 2017. It's very exciting because the report includes new data on new levels of service through the new indicators for the SDG targets, especially target 6.1, where the indicator is safely managed drinking water services, and 6.2, where we'll report on safely managed sanitation services, as well as hygiene, which was missing from the MDG framework. Of course, we'll continue to report on the more MDG-related indicators like basic services and people without services, so open defecation or people using drinking surface water. Now, in preparation for this report, we've really collected a lot more data and different kinds of data than we ever had before. We had about 2,000 data inputs to our 2015 report, which was the end of the MDGs, and now we've crossed 5,000 for this first SDG report. We have a lot more data coming now from government authorities, from administrators, from regulators, because some of the service aspects, things like drinking water quality, wastewater treatment, that information isn't available with households. So this will be exciting because it will be the most comprehensive global picture of the state of the sector. Now, in collecting these data, we found many countries have a lot of data, but we found some consistent data gaps as well. For instance, the Safely Managed Drinking Water Services indicator talks about having an improved water supply that's located on premises, that's available when needed, and that's free from contamination, from microbiological or priority chemical contamination. And we found that about 100 countries had some data at the national level on water quality, but often it was only for the urban level, and there's a real data gap around water quality in rural areas. On the sanitation side, with the new indicator of safely managed sanitation services, we're looking for information about an improved sanitation facility that's not shared with other households, like in the MDGs, but where the excreta are safely managed, either transported through sewers to treatment plants and treated, or left in the container in the ground and treated and disposed on site, or emptied from local storage and taken to, for instance, a fecal sludge treatment plant. We found that most countries have some data on sewage and wastewater treatment, but very few countries, including high-income countries, had information about on-site sanitation systems, even when those are used by a big portion of the population. So that was one of the big data gaps that we found. I think following on this report, there will be a lot of initiatives to fill some of the data gaps, say drinking water quality in rural areas or on-site sanitation systems, and also to interpret and nationalize the global SDG agenda and convert it into meaningful national targets that link up with national monitoring systems and actually accountability at the national level. So that will play out in the next coming years, and I think is an area where the whole sector, including SDC-supported initiatives, can play a very important role.